Hello everybody and welcome back to another one. So today's video we're going to be discussing the new update that is coming on March 14th here to Call of the Wild. Just going to discuss some of the new things that are coming, as well as some of the things that me personally would like to see added to this game. Um, you know, that I think would kind of make the game just a little bit better. So then on top of that, we're just going to, shoot some ducks as well as we're discussing it. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into it. So for those of you who don't know, there is an update coming March 14th here to Call of the Wild. And in this update, there is going to be a new weapon pack called the Hunter Power Pack. And in this Hunter Power Pack, there's going to be three new weapons. So the first weapon is going to be the 338. That is going to be, of course, for your bigger game. Give you another option besides, the 300 or the 338, or I'm sorry, the other 338, the Range Master. So that'll be introduced, and then we have the 7mm and the 308, and all of those rifles will be bolt action. So, and for me, I like to see the 7mm coming in bolt action. That's probably one of the biggest reasons I don't use that weapon, is because it is a single shot. So that is a nice change coming. Also in the pack, there will be new camos and paints for the weapons as well. So on top of that, the other new thing that is coming March 14th is the new Trophy Lodge that will be free. So the Trophy Lodge will be the Layton Lakes Trophy Lodge, and I seen a little video kind of on what that'll look like, and gotta say the lodge looks pretty cool. So that'll be a cool little, nice little addition, having another trophy lodge. So looking forward to that. Um, so and I think, oh, and then on top of that, the other cool thing that's coming, I almost forgot about it, is the custom loadouts. Now, what this is you will now be able to say, like, you have a certain loadout that you like for a certain map. So when you go into that map, you have to change your loadout around because you're somewhere else. So you have to go and to the storage and the cache and all that stuff and change everything around. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So now what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to create a custom loadout that you can save for like that specific map, um, you know, that you're going to. So you'll have, I think there's 3 or 4 slots that are free that they'll give you, and then you can buy additional slots, starting at, I'm pretty sure it's $1,000 for the first slot. The next slot's 2,000, and so forth. I don't remember exactly what the max number of slots they had, um, but again, you'll be able to save a loadout. So say you have a load, like I said, so you have a loadout for Africa. You can go in, make that loadout, name it whatever you, I'm pretty sure you can name it. So if you want to name it Africa loadout or whatever, then whenever you spawn into, you go to the Africa map, you can just go up there to that custom loadout spot and scroll down and select, your Africa loadout, and then it puts it in your inventory and you're, ready to go. You don't have to spend the time at the storage and the cache, changing the weapons out and all of that. So that's pretty cool, and you can also set like a, oh, if you're a waterfowl loadout or a turkey loadout, whatever, you're now going to be able to do that, which again I think is pretty cool to save a lot of time. Um, you know, Instead of, like I said, having to always go back to a lodge or a tent to rearrange, your weapons or to get, grab something else that you need. So that is a pretty cool addition and looking forward to that as well. So those are the new updates that will be coming on March 14th. Let me know, if you're excited about those updates coming to the game. Um, with that being said, I just kind of want to discuss uh, kind of some of the things that, you know, I personally would like to see added to the game, and maybe you like to see them added to the game as well. Um, the first thing is feeders, deer feeders. Um, I know we have the need zones, and I've said this before in previous videos. I know we have the need zones, the feed zones, all that stuff, you know, but I would like to be able to, take a deer feeder and go kind of set it up in a spot that I would like the deer to come to, if that kind of makes sense. Um, I think that would be a kind of cool addition to have. I know in previous hunting games, like whenever I was a kid playing it on PC, there was options with feeders and stuff like that. So I'd kind of like to see that. Um, the other thing, like I have a little bit of a list of kind of some stuff. It would be more vehicle options. Um, you know, the ATV, it's nice, but it's also a pain in the butt when if you wreck it off of a hill, and it shoots you halfway across the map and most of the time kills you. That's kind of aggravating. But I would kind of like to see maybe, a UTV added or a Jeep, something like that. Just kind of different vehicle options instead of just the four-wheeler. Would be kind of nice to see added. The other thing is a buff to the 223 would be greatly appreciated. Uh, and maybe the addition of the 22 250 would be a nice little addition as well to have, for those, when you want to do coyote hunting or fox hunting or, something like that, to have another option, um, another gun to be able to use in that. And with that gun, it's a long range rifle as well. So that would be kind of cool to see added to the game. Let's see. The other thing um, would be a semi-automatic 12 gauge instead of, this 20 gauge right here. Which, in my opinion, when they released the duck pack, I think it should have been a 12 gauge instead of a 20. Something that reaches out there a little bit further. It's got a little more of a punch to it. Packs a little more of a punch. Would have been nice, especially, using it on goose hunts as well. So seeing something like that added would be nice. Let's see, a new map. The new map I would like to see added would probably be like a Florida map. And I've said this before. I know Florida is not like the big hunting, you know, big hunting place, or for they grow these huge deer and stuff like that. Like, I get that. I've hunted in Florida my whole life. Um, but I would like to see the map added, and there's plenty of animals that could be added to a Florida map. You got the deer, you got the turkey, which then you would have, excuse me, you'd have all four species of the turkey in the game. You'd have with the addition to, sorry, if you added the Florida map, you could have the Osceola turkey. So then you would have all four species, which then you could really do, the Grand Slam. And then you could probably add a pretty cool little mount for it as well. You could add ducks, you can add quail, raccoons. If you wanted to add a new animal, you could add a dove, and then bobcats, coyotes, black bear, rabbits, gators. Another new animal you could add and you put on a floor mat would be squirrels. I mean, I know it's nothing special, but still, there's plenty that you could put on a Florida map. And it'd be kind of, I think, a cool map because it'd be flat, it'd be open areas, oak hammocks, cypress heads. I think you could really make that a cool map. And if developers need any map ideas, I'll give you a aerial view of our cattle ranch. You can have some ideas from that. So I have just a few other things. Like I said, my opinion I'd like to see added to the game would be having turkeys actually roost in trees instead of on the ground. That would be, I know I'm kind of nitpicking on that one a little bit, but it would just be kind of a cool thing to have, where you could almost, like in real life, roost a flock of turkeys, like you do in real life whenever you hunt them. You can go out there and roost them, see where they're sleeping at night, and then you set up, kind of down away from where they've roosted, and then when they land, you call and try to pull that gobbler over there to you. So, like I said, that'd be kind of cool to have the turkeys be able to roost up in the trees, to give it kind of more of that realistic aspect to it. So, the other thing is bird dogs. I think that'd be pretty cool, because the game has the quail, it has the pheasants, and it has the ducks. So having a duck, not specifically a duck dog, but a bird dog, to be able to take with you on hunts, like I'm doing now, like a duck hunt, where excuse me, you shoot a duck out there a ways. I mean, I know they float to you in the water, but it would still be cool to have that dog, if you shoot one, to be able to go out there and retrieve it and bring it back to you. And then kind of the same thing with the quail and the pheasant. If you could, I don't know if you can, but kind of make that dog be realistic and be able to, point, flush the bird for you. Not just go and pick it up, but be able to take that dog and flush the pheasant for you, or flush the quail, and then go and retrieve it as well. I think that would be, if you could do it, that'd be a pretty cool thing. Again, it would make the bird hunting, the waterfowl, the upland bird, it'd make it, a little more, I think, it'd make it a little more fun, a little more realistic. So, yeah, bird dogs. And then rendering distance. Extending the rendering distance would be nice as well, Because like on, Way of the Hunter, you can, the rendering distance is like 800 yards. Um, and that would be a nice thing to have added to the game. This game would be the rendering distance. So you can see out there a little further. Make some further shots, little difficult shots. Kind of challenge yourself a little bit. It would be kind of cool as well. The last couple things that, my opinion, would be the first one would be either bipod or shooting sticks. One of the two would be nice to have as well. When you're making those long shots, to be able to lay on the ground, flip the bipod out, you know, and be able to have a steady shot. I know, you're trying to, without having that stuff, you're trying to make a little more of a challenge, but in reality, they're available to use, in real life. You can, it's not like you can't go do it in real life, so, let's add it to the game, you know, make those longer shots, you know, be steady. So that would be, another nice addition. So, and the last thing I think, excuse me, um, and maybe it's just this map, but I've run into issues where the tree stand will not go in some of these trees, even though they're wide open, there's no branches in the way, nothing like that. But my tree stand, that just won't give me the option to put it in a tree. Like I said, I don't know if it's just this map that has that issue or if it's other ones. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me I'm gonna spawn over here to this area. I gotta find it. Yeah, that's it. So I'll come over here. I'll grab a tree stand out of storage
Those are
real
some nice
quick.
tracks. Want to follow them?
Sorry. Like I said, I don't know if it's just this map, because I really haven't had the issue with any other map. But let me get down here to it. Come on. Alright. Let's grab that. Alright, so I found this tree down here by this pond the other day whenever I was trying to set up for, the Great One grind. And I to me I don't see a reasoning why the tree stand should not go up in the tree. There's, like I said, it's wide open, there's no branches in the way, no nothing. So, excuse me. Oops, wrong button. So, as you can see, there's nothing highlighting around here. Now tell me why the tree stand can't go up in that tree. It would be perfect setup because I have a whitetail watering spot there, or I'm sorry, over there, and then one right here. So this spot would be perfect for me to set a tree stand, and the one that you can build is just too far back because I can't really see the herd over here. And there's no other trees around here that are highlighting to where I can put them up. So, if they could add or fix this where there's more trees available that you can put a tree stand up in, or add ladder stands. Um, you know, that we can, put up against the tree. Anyways, those are just kind of, like I said, my opinion, kind of some stuff I'd like to see added, and some stuff kind of fixed as well. So, but let me know if you guys are excited about the new update coming. Let me know, like I said, some of the things you would like to see added to the game as well. So I appreciate y'all being here. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. And make sure, guys, if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one.